Welcome to Wednesday's live Q&A every single Wednesday, almost every single Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Almost every single time. We're live on IG today. If you are not following each other, make sure you go on IG, that is Instagram for you old folks, and look up Cody.Askins. Give me a follow, give me some love. We're live on the side screen here for Instagram. This is new and improved the last, several weeks. Mm-hmm. Have you even been live on IG yet for Q&A with me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we've been live.
Amazing. Facebook and YouTube obviously always here. Duker promises this will be the best Q&A we've ever done for the 5th week in a row, or maybe 6th now. Who knows, right?
Yeah, we just keep breaking records.
Keep breaking records. If you're in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas area, and you want to drive, or anywhere in the world and you want to fly, we are going to be in Dallas tomorrow night from 6 to 8 for a free live training. It's a 2-hour live training. You've been helping me build the PowerPoint. Mm-hmm. We've been working on the PowerPoint for years.
Yeah,
years. Feels like it, don't it?
Yeah. Which is crazy because I haven't been here a year.
Yeah,
so.
Well, that's true too. When did you start with us?
Back in November.
Dang, dude, young pup, right? All these young dudes we got running around here, right? He's got the amazing 8%, if we want to talk about apparel, amazing 8% polo on. I've got the vintage Secure Agent Mentor polo on, right? We're rocking the brands. I got CA on my Apple Watch, right? You like that?
Yeah.
I got the 8% Nation swag going on because I'm going to be doing some live training and speaking. We'll be back there at the Statler. That's actually where the free live training's at. It's at the Statler tomorrow night. We'll be back there the end of July. Who's ready for Q&A? If you're on IG, fill up the questions. If you're on Facebook, Duker's watching for questions. And if you're on YouTube, Dylan's watching for questions. So make sure that you ask your questions today. We've got several questions that we're going to address and answer. But I think you guys have got more in the tank, man. So let's jump at it.
So this is kind of a good question that we got. Why would someone buy mortgage protection instead of term life insurance?
If they wanted to sell simplified issue term life insurance with a specific need, right? So mortgage protection, generally a larger sell than like an average term life fully underwritten sell, right? So if you want to focus on simplified issue term life insurance, you can still try that with term life insurance leads. If you buy regular term life insurance leads, you're going to get some people that are going to want to compare you to other options on the market, and you'll end up probably selling fully underwritten a decent amount of the time. Instead, with mortgage protection, I know a lot of people that make hundreds of thousands. I know one dude that made $750,000 last year selling simplified issue term life with mortgage protection leads. So that's what mortgage protection provides. It provides an opportunity for you to get in front of someone to protect their mortgage, where they get all their money back, right? If they don't pass away and they live the full term of the term, right? It gives them the opportunity to protect if they get disability, right? Or they come down with an illness, right? There's ways for that policy to pay out. But the biggest answer is it is a simplified issue term life insurance policy, no physical, no paramedical exam, no blood, no urine, no peeing in a cup, none of that stuff. That's kind of the same as urine, right? And you end up applying with just health questions, and you protect your mortgage. The mortgage balance, if you pass away, pays off your mortgage balance. If you don't, you get all your money back, so in most cases, right?
How would you set up a strategic work week as an agent?
Strategic work week as an agent. All right, so Dylan said I would end up using the board, so here we go. Didn't you, Dylan?
Yeah.
You're going to have to watch the camera, though, right? For shadows and ghosts and stuff and glares. So we're going to take the inbound script off from yesterday, and I'm going to show you a little bit more. Also, this could be a good replay video that you can edit, throw up on YouTube when we're done. So we talk about what I feel like is like an ideal structure of a week, right? I'm going to talk about structure because we always talk about like, hey, appointments, set, sit, sell, numbers, commissions, calls, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Door knocks. But what I'm going to talk about is Sunday. Because, literally, I think the next week starts for me on like a Saturday, right? So I'm going to talk about Saturday, Sunday, fun day, siesta Sunday, success Saturday, right? All the fun stuff. Dude, that's what I call them, man. If you guys follow me on IG and Facebook, you see that stuff all the time. Thursday, if I can remember what days are in order, right? And then Friday, all right? So Saturday a.m., I want to be getting in dials, right? Sunday p.m., I want to be getting in dials, right? I want to set up Monday so that Monday I want to run, because we always talk about set 15, right? True or true, DK?
That's true.
D.
Yeah.
With a Uker K at the end, right?
DK Nightcap.
There we go. What a freak, huh? Running appointments, but I want to set here. I want to have on Mondays. I want to start off my week with at least, and then Tuesday's actually going to be my busiest day of the week. I always made sales on Tuesdays, right? We talked about this for the visual tracker for Prospecting 101. I always made sales on Tuesday because I was so, and then PM dials, right? So I'm 3 days in a row. I'm front loading my week. This one, I want to have about at least 5 set. This one, I want to have at least 3 set, right? So then I want to be able to run about 2 more here. And then this one, this is catch up. This is door knock. This is bonus day, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, you've got to be thinking about your week structurally. So 3 plus 8 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10, right? Plus 2 is 12. You need to pick up 3 more. Maybe this becomes 4, 3, 3. Maybe you get another 3 on Friday. Whatever the case is, you need to end up with 15 set. So that's kind of how I think through the day, right? Is I love to have it front loaded early in the week. And if I need to call on Tuesday or Wednesday night to help these other days, then I will. So at the end of the day, the goal is to set 15. I like to front load it. Again, these are the best 2 times to dial in the week. Monday and Tuesday nights are also pretty decent. So there you go. Mike's super short show.
What's a good intro for calling aged leads?
Who do you want to be, Betty or Derek?
I'll be Betty.
All right. Do you think you can rock Betty?
I think I may be able to.
All right. Corb. All right, so say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Betty.
Yeah.
Betty, this is Cody. Hey, I'm getting back to you about your request for the new final expense information. Now, Betty, I'm the local field underwriter, and I'll be out in your area on Friday. Should I drop this off in the morning or in the afternoon?
In the afternoon.
Give me an objection. Instead of afternoon, give me an objection. You guys want to see an objection, right? Right? Give me a thumbs up in comments if you guys want to see an objection. Him give me an objection, me overcome it live on camera, right? All right, let's do it. Say something.
I already have coverage.
Excellent. You know what? That's perfect. I'm not there to change anything. I'm simply there to drop off the new information. And whatever you do with it, it's up to you. But I need to at least drop it off because you requested it. Now, mornings or afternoons, which is generally better, Betty?
Probably afternoons.
So you see what I did there? I don't care if it's new or aged. I'm calling them the exact same way. Like you guys saw, I called 1 to 4 month old leads in Kansas in that bedroom upstairs, right? In my sister-in-law's house. Mm-hmm. And it was a birthday party for my nephew, and I was up in that room. I don't know what we called that, but I called age leads because I was challenged to do so, and I set the most of anybody, right? Because I should. But you notice with that person said, Betty, good-looking Betty, said, I'm interested, said, you know what, I already have coverage. Agree. Excellent. Thanks for sharing that. You know what? It's just my job to drop it off because you requested. I just got to drop it off. It's up to you what you do with it, right? Now, Betty, tell me this: should I drop it off at morning or afternoon? Agree, answer, ask, and I'm keeping control of the conversation. That's one of the biggest things you'll notice is I try to keep control of a conversation, no matter what, right? I got to keep control. So that's good.
I have a client who constantly calls with problems, is rude, and wastes my time. What should I do?
If you are not going to create a chargeback, see, but people are going to disagree with me on the answer of this one, right? I can always find more clients. I had a local psycho lady that was a client. Guess what? I gave her to somebody else. It ain't worth the time, right? One customer is never worth all of that, right? So I don't believe in, I believe in, I want to do business with who I want to do business. That's where you got to get to. Like most people don't realize this. You got to get to where the point that you do business with people that you want to do business with. They're not choosing you because you're broke and you have no activity and you can't get in front of people, right? You're choosing them. If you don't want to do business with somebody, you need to be so successful that you don't have to, right? I don't do business with people that I don't want to do business with. You've seen it on, you've seen it for our coaching program, you've seen it for our leads, you've seen it for a lot of stuff, right? Yep. Some people just are not a good fit for what you're trying to do. So at the end of the day, the goal is to be so busy that it doesn't matter. I also want to talk about another topic real quick. I was on a couple of conference calls earlier today. I'm doing a live dials for a large company in front of 800 agents. Live dials on video in the studio in front of 800 agents next Friday, right? I was on the conference call earlier today with an agency, and we were talking about confidence, right? We're talking about confidence. And I've learned that I have the least amount of confidence and I have a kind of something's going on mentally, or I'm on my weakest, right? When I'm less busy. That's why I filled that board with all those cities. That's why we do all these shows. That's why we do all these videos. That's why we always do something, right? Because I've got to always have a target in place in the future that I want to hit, or an event in place with a target that I want to reach, right? I lose confidence in my ability when I'm not busy and I have too much time on my hands, right? Yeah. Idle hands, the devil's workshop or whatever, right? Dude, it starts messing with my psyche if I'm sitting around not doing anything. So a lot of agents just aren't busy enough. And when you're really busy, you can choose who you do business with.
Yep.
So that's good. Dylan, fill us in, bro. You got some goodies over there? Oldies but goodies?
Let's go with Duker on you're watching Facebook, right?
Yeah.
You got some good ones on
Facebook?
Yeah,
we got tons
some
on
activity.
Facebook.
Let's get it rolling, the book. All right. Show your faces. Let's go.
Ron Van Dusen asks, what is the expiration date on Facebook leads?
There is no expiration date, actually, ever. And because I could take 100 right now from 12 months ago, and I can book up a week with appointments. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, then there's no expiration. Now, you want to call immediately. You prefer brand new leads. But I can still have success calling and door knocking aged leads. Mm-hmm. Aged as in, hey, they're not brand new. Yeah. And agents that are waiting a week to call leads, like, you are limiting your success. You're lazy. And it's, don't even buy them unless you plan on actually freaking working them.
Austin Buchanan wants to know how to keep motivation on slow weeks.
Ooh, okay. So we had about 60 agents buy leads a couple days ago in one day, right? It was a big day. It was a good day. It was a good day. And that's the way you keep motivation. You stay in front of people. You always have something in the future that makes you do stupid stuff. What I mean by that is, you guys see me come out with all this craziness, right? Because it keeps me motivated when I've always got something to look forward to constantly. Like, we always have events going on that we're pushing towards. I've learned that from mentors, right? These coaching programs, these masterminds, these retreats, that $90K that I've been personally invested in myself over the last 12 months has been from always having something. Everybody always says, every successful person always says, have something in the near future that you can push your whole team towards and that motivates you and that keeps you motivated. So like tomorrow night, getting to work with 160 agents, right, live for 2 hours, in person, face to face, that jacks me the freak up. I'm excited about that, right? That's an event that has got me pushing. Dylan and I went and bought speakers and speaker stands and projectors and screens and brand new Sennheiser mic and all this stuff because we got something in the future we're pushing towards. Added all those other cities, right? Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Little Rock, New Orleans, Memphis, right? Charlotte, Atlanta, et cetera, right? Because Tampa, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, all these places, we're going to all these places in the next few months. Those are ways to keep me motivated. So I've always got something in the future that I'm pushing towards. Like I want to get to where we're helping, you know, I want to get to where we're helping about 4,000 agents a month with leads. There will come a point where that's actually a reality. How insane is that, right? I want to come a point where I'm working with about 100 people in my coaching program intimately, right? Working exclusively with 100 people to help them grow. We just came out with a new coaching program called 8% Elite. It's on our CodyAskins.com website. I've not even talked about it yet because it's brand new. 8% Elite. It's hundreds of dollars a month, right? But you get access to me. And I think that's big. In what I've learned over the last 90 grand I've spent the last 12 months on self-development, personal improvement, right? Is pay to get access, network with people, learn from people, soak up everything you can and hang around, what's up Meadows, and hang around every successful people that you can pay to be around. I've learned so much these last 15 and a half months because I've put myself out there more. I've spent more money, right? I've went to places I didn't think I would go to before. And so that's why we came out with 8% Elite. You've got the 92%, right? You've got the 92%. Dylan, tell me if I need to move this again.
Just angle it a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Looks better.
You've got the 92%, right, that fell. You asked me why am I doing all the stuff I do. 92% of agents fell, right? Then you've got the 8% that succeed, right? Fantastic, right? They're succeeding. Maybe they're making 50K and succeeding. That ain't succeeding in my book, right? But you're there, right? But then you've got the 8% elite, right? People that are making 100K, 250K, right? 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. Whatever the case is, I want to be in this group, right? You would want to be in that group, true?
Right.
So that's why I'm putting together 8% Elite to focus on a monthly coaching program where you say, hey, for the next 12 months, I want Cody to be my coach. And for the next 12 months, I do everything I can to help you be successful. That's why on CodyAskins.com, you should go check it out right now. In the other monitor, because you need multiple monitors or whatever, or why you can hear me on YouTube or Facebook. And you can add, you can see under coaching, we've got this new 8% Elite coaching program. There's 3 different levels. There's the base program. You're like a rising star, right? There's Phenom, and then there's Icon. And these programs get you more access to me, more access to training, access to travel with me, access to retreats with me, access to tickets, access to private. We're going to do quarterly masterminds with a celebrity co-host every quarter, right? You're going to get access to grow. You're going to get exclusive penthouse party at 8%, right? You're going to get all these additional things that are going to take you to the next level. Like I'm a big believer in helping people get to the next level. I've been surrounded by people that have helped me get to the next level, right? I've paid to be around them. It's helped. And now I want to create a network of power players in this industry called 8% Elite that we're helping you get to the next level. So that's good.
And Sarah asks, your opinion, Cody, would you like to start with some good trainings? Thinking about starting with the agent resource library, also looking at liquidating a small asset to get the Insurance Wealth University. What are the major differences?
So the resource is going to give you some basic resources. Hey, here's data. Here's a data list discount. Here's discounts on a dialer. Here's, some old scripts, right? There's some resources in there. What else is in there? Discount to take your license for
right.
ExamFX.
Right.
Quote engine.
Yep. And then there's that form, the instant response form.
Yep. Instant response. We're able to ask any question you want privately, and we'll actually answer it pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot. It's more of a resource, right? And then the Insurance Wealth University is, hey, I'm here. I need more skill. I want to role play and have 150 training videos to take me to the next level. And then that's where that comes in, and it can really get you to the next level. So I mean, I don't limit you. Yeah, you may be limited at this point, but don't limit yourself to, hey, I love the thought process. Like she's committed to doing something.
Right.
Commit to one first, Then the next one, have some targets, right? And keep moving up what we call the value ladder. Free stuff. You've already been soaking that up. You're on the shows, right? Oh, I want to go to the resource library now. Or, hey, no, I want to go to training courses. Or, hey, next I want to go to 8%. Or, wait, next time I want to go to a retreat. Or, wait, next I want to be in your coaching program and I want to be a part of the 8% elite, right? So it's a value ladder of concepts that can get you from point A to point B. If you're not making 60 grand, 6 figures, right? We can get you there eventually. That's the goal. That's what we do, all the stuff we do. There's a value ladder in our mind where, okay, this person's struggling. How do we help them struggle less? Get them into 8%. That's why all the free stuff is to help people that are 92%.
Right. That's all on Facebook.
What drives you? How do you push yourself every day to produce? Future goals, future targets, and future events. That's the biggest thing. That's an excellent question on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, Cody.Askins, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. I'd love to connect. Shoot me a message, whatever. On Instagram, we ask by Harsh 10X says, hey, what drives you? And something in the future drives me, like Grant Cardone, Coach Michael Burt, like, you know, all these people that we follow and learn from, right? There were people that speak at my conferences. They have future events that keep them focused and motivated on what's next, right? So we're like, we had Call to Close. We shot in IWU. Then we had Call to Close. Then we had Insurance Agent Prospecting 101. Now we got free events. We always have shows every day, right? Then we have 8% at the end of July. So there's always something to look forward to. Retreats. We sold out the retreat in Arizona, right? We have another retreat with a 15,404 square foot mega mansion. Not even a freaking home or a house. That's like 8 homes, right?
Yeah.
Mega mansion. That's a retreat at the end of June. Those are going to be about insurance marketing. Like, hey, those are focused on growth. Those type of things really get me focused on the future. Another one, Meadows, says, hey, go from loss of momentum to back going again. Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things we have. We always have these events, these things pushing me and my team is I don't want to lose momentum. I want to just continue to compound that momentum. Yeah. I want to get to where we do, I mean, Dylan, how many live shows a day could you do, bro? You know? Or could we just do a steady live? I mean, we just come in and out whenever we please from 8 to 8, Monday through Saturday through Sunday, right? What is the number one skill that makes people successful? I think it's confidence. I really, and that's not a skill. If I had to go skill, it would be the ability to get people to make a decision. I am straight fire at getting people to make a decision one way or another. I'm freaking good at it, golden. Some people aren't, right? So getting people to make a decision, that's massive, that's huge. In sales, it's like freaking, I mean, it's more than gold. It's a diamond, right, in the rough. Also confidence, the ability to take someone, the ability to have confidence that maybe people around you don't believe. Like when I put on 8% Nation last year at a NFL stadium with Ray Lewis and Grant Cardone, most people thought I was nuts. Dylan, did you think I was nuts or did you think I was nuts?
I thought you were so nuts.
So nuts, yeah. When did you start working here?
End of May.
End of May, and we released it within your first week, didn't we?
Yeah.
We released 8% Nation in Dylan's first week. He thought, this kid is insane. I may be out of a job because he may spend all his money, go bankrupt and broke, and we're still here. But it's those types of crazy creative things that keep me motivated, that keep us focused on the next thing. When we threw this, people thought we were nuts. Now we're throwing it, and they're like, how the freak do I attend?
Right.
It's a different shift, right? And this was 6 months ago. 6 months ago, we were nuts. 6 months later, we're a genius, right? Which do you want to be? I want to be straight Einstein, homie. Right? Anything on YouTube over there?
Yeah.
Keep the questions coming on Facebook, too. I want to bury Dylan and Duker in questions. I don't want to leave tonight.
You'll probably have to, they could maybe hear me, but repeat the question.
Yeah.
This is from Tax Pro on YouTube.
Tax Pro on YouTube has a question. Cool.
It says, I'm coming up with a recurring objection with seniors who have been solicited for Globe Life products. How do you overcome high death benefits and low premium when they are too stubborn?
Yeah, so this agent, Tax Pro, is having a problem with getting pitched by commercial products, as in commercial, like final expense life insurance, but through a commercial, or through mail, and it's like Dylan said the company, I won't, but in general, it's a company where you can get a lot of death benefit, $100K, for like $15, something like that, right? Well, I have a story for that because I was at the, and this will apply. You'll get this. I was at an appointment one time. I was at the gate, outside at the gate at the end of the driveway. The lady would not let me in, right? She's like, dude, I'm got coverage. I'm good, right? She's like, oh, I have a $750,000 policy for $10, $30 a month, right? And I'm like, this chick's like 70-something years old. What's she talking about, So the way I got over it is I said, okay. I found out she had an accident policy. I was nice, respectful, kept asking questions. The lady's name was, it was like Irma or something. I don't remember exactly, but she said that she had this crazy policy, unrealistic, right? It was an accident policy, kind of like what this garbage is. And I said, well, who's this for, right? Because there's got to be an emotional connection. Who's this for? This is for my daughter to make sure that she can bury me. Well, if the goal is to help you with burial and final expenses, an accident policy isn't going to do it because you're probably not going to end up, get an accident. Do you go on planes? No, I don't fly. Do you get a lot of buses or ferries? No, I live in Springfield, Missouri. I have a car. I don't need those things. I said, well, the chance of you getting an accident are extremely slim. So rather than maybe or maybe not your daughter collects on this massive policy, what if I could 100% guarantee that she collected no matter what? Would you rather like a chance of her getting a lot of money or a guarantee that she's going to be able to solve your problem? It's like, well, guarantee sounds better. Mm-hmm. What do you think happened an hour later, right? Most agents would have never got through the gate. But you've got to find what the tie is. What's their why? What's the emotional connection? Who are they going to help, right? When you do these things, you've got to slowly shift their mind. That's why when we do this free live training tomorrow night in Dallas for 2 hours, I'm going to talk about something called a leap of faith. I love the leap of faith concept. It's a concept that I use when I can't, like for instance, I had a story, another appointment story. I've got some good ones. You've probably heard them all by now. There was a couple that told me that they had never given their bank account or routing number or checking account number or debited anything out of their account in the last 40 years because they had a problem with their bank. An agent was just there the previous week. He didn't get their account information because they do not give it out, right? I love the verbiage of leap of faith, right? I realize it's a leap of faith. I realize, thank you for trusting me. I realize it's going to be a leap of faith, right? Hypotheticals, what if you knew everything was going to be perfect and was going to work and that the company would and the bank would send the money on this specific day, only that specific day, and it was only for this exact amount of money and you knew there would never be any issues ever, then you'd probably be okay with it, am I right? Yes. So let's just take that leap of faith. It's that kind of verbiage, that kind of talk that you got to get someone from, no, I'm stubborn, I don't want to do it, to, all right, I'll listen to you. And we're a long ways apart, but we got to slowly move them in the middle. It's not a freaking bull rush, right? You're not going to get them from, hey, I hate your guts to, hey, I love you in a matter of minutes. It ain't going to happen. So it takes time. It takes that emotional connection. It takes that why. And so I walked out of there with a bank account information for someone that said they've never given it out to anyone in the last 40 years. So am I better than anyone else that's ever talked to them in the last 40 years at sales? You tell me. So that story applies perfectly to that, though. Seriously. Is that a story or is that a story?
That's a story.
It's a good one, man. And it's legit. I'll take you to their house. They live in Springfield, Missouri. No lie.
We got one more on YouTube, and then I think we got a few more on Facebook.
Yeah.
The one on YouTube is from Ryan Lyles.
Ryan Lyles on YouTube. What's up?
Cody, what motivates you? What is your why?
Ooh, what motivates you? What is your why? I'm slowly learning, right? You go back and look at my first videos, right? And my first, my mission, my why. I didn't know what the freak my why was when I first started putting videos up on YouTube. I had no idea. Hey, maybe I can help some agents, right? When I first started putting up videos, December 28th of 2015, I didn't know where it was going to lead. I've been fortunate that now we've got 7,000 YouTube subscribers and we help a lot of agents and we get people watch our content every day, right? My mission now is to help every insurance agent in the world. What's funny is Right now, I feel like that's as possible to achieve that goal as any other time in my career. 3 years ago, I thought it was impossible. 2 years ago, I thought it was impossible. 1 year ago, I thought it was impossible. 3 months ago, I thought it was probably impossible. Now, we just keep growing. We keep doing more. We're going to travel to like 30 cities the next 90 days to help agents for free, right? And I actually believe that helping every insurance agent in the world at some point in the future is actually legit possible with how big we think and how much we're doing. And so that motivates me. That's my why. That's what gets me out of bed and gets me jacked the freak up and getting me excited. Because I want to help people, man. You know what? And we've got future events to look forward to.
Right.
And I don't even have to grit my teeth, but you do it anyway. You do it anyway. That's a great question. Thank you, Ryan. Maddie Beats jumping in.
Brandon asks, I see a lot of final expense stuff. Where could I learn more about what it is and how it differs from other financial service products?
Ooh, YouTube. YouTube. And yeah, I've got a lot of videos breaking down different product types. You can also learn by talking to vets, Facebook groups, YouTube videos, right? Our resource library has some content on that kind of stuff. It's just, final expense is a simplified issue whole life insurance policy that covers their burial, final expenses, and cremation. It's life insurance to help for end-of-life services. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, that's in a nutshell. And Brandon and I are actually going to spend a weekend together, bro, here in a couple weeks in Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, in a 9,000 square foot mansion. Don't tell anybody, Brandon. And we're going to spend a whole weekend talking about growth and taking his marketing and his business to the next level.
Austin Buchanan wants to know how to teach
AB.
old dogs new tricks.
AB, how do you teach old dogs new tricks, right? Lead by example. When they see that you are killing it with new tricks, they're going to want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So for instance, when I was a new agent at 19, I was slaughtering these old vets, these old dogs in this local office I was in, right? And at first they're like, this kid's just lucky. He's getting spoon-fed, whatever, right? And then finally they're like, all right, what are you doing to just freaking kick my butt all over the place? And it didn't start out that way. You can't teach old dogs new tricks until you prove that your new tricks are better than their old tricks.
Right.
So I love to lead by example, man. I love to freaking crank and destroy people, and then they take notice.
Sarah says she's taking her license exam at the end of the month. What's your advice for the first steps immediately thereafter?
First steps, make sure you're using a video training. Don't be doing it through a book. Video training, ExamFX something, right? Probably what you're doing. After you take your license and your test, then the next steps are to figure out what's the best fit for you. There needs to be something that's available for agents to like go in and decipher what's best for them. Product line, company, salary, commission only, both, whatever, right? Because it varies. And so I would just look for, I think you'll know when the opportunity is right, but when you get the right opportunity, step number one, once you find the right opportunity, the second opportunity is this business is all about prospecting. If you don't get in front of people and the activity level isn't high, you don't get in front of people, then it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like it's not even worth taking your test if you're not going to prospect like a beast. Because again, how many people fell, Duker?
It's 92%.
It's too high, is what it is. Meadow says, what's the best way to get a new agent going? Do this, and I'll help you. Go on your Facebook and go on Facebook Live and talk for the next hour about how you're going to make $85,000 the next 8.5 months. And then if you don't, you're going to look like an idiot. Pressure always makes me freaking, dude. You put some pressure on me, right? You put something out in the future where I have to deliver or I look like a chump. I'm just not wired that way to quit and to give up, right? I'm wired in a way that I'm coming after it, right? Somebody's wanting to be in our video. I don't even know how that works, but I know other people that use it. What else? This has been a long show, though,
Yeah.
guys.
That's been.
We got a comment on YouTube from Holinsky.
You guys are wearing me out. Helinsky on
He wants to
YouTube.
know if you play Fortnite.
I do not play Fortnite. Yep, I play Money Night.
I just animated a little Fortnite character to your left.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
it's right sent by you.
Thank you. You what? Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it's on screen.
I'm like, dude, can you see it?
I haven't seen
Oh,
it yet.
we're behind. We're behind over here. I got to see this while we're live.
There
Yeah,
he
there you
goes.
go. All right. You guys can see the little Fortnite character over to the left of me. Yep, that's Dylan. He's shoot. Maybe Dylan's a Fortniter, right? How do I get a ticket to 8% Nation? 8percentnation.com. VIP's $291. Take advantage. Secret safe with me, my dude. Proof is in the pudding. That's right, man. You deliver, you show up, and you destroy. Make it public, and you have to do it, right?
Yep.
Matty Beats follows us on Instagram. He commits to have a 6-pack by the end of May, right?
Yep. I've seen it before.
If he doesn't, or maybe he does. If he doesn't, like, you know what? It's public. So, and everyone knows.
I've seen the comment, not his 6-pack.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's good. That's good, Duker. Thank you for clarifying that. All right. Any other thoughts? YouTube, Facebook, Q&A Wednesdays. I'm coming to Dallas. I'm coming to a bunch of other cities all over the country to do free live trainings for 2 hours. I'm committed to helping you. I want to help you succeed. Too many people fail, and we're going to fix that. So we answer questions. Thanks for all the questions. We get questions. We get like, what, a dozen questions on YouTube a day?
At least.
Maybe 2 dozen. Bury him and give me 100 new questions every day on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Love you guys. Thanks for watching Q&A on Wednesdays. Hope you're in Dallas tomorrow night, 6 to 8. I'll be hanging out with you. If not, we'll see you on 8% Club on Friday. Appreciate you guys.